Simple enough to save you, hard enough to undo you. Somewhere in a quiet apartment, a blue book sits on a kitchen counter like a forgotten invitation. No lightning, no chorus of angels, just a thick spine with gold letters that do not raise their voice. A friend pressed it into her hand a few months back. Just see what happens, they said. It gets set down between the mail and the grocery list. Bills get paid. Dishes get washed. Arguments come and go. The book does not move. Days turn into weeks. The mind keeps walking past it. The way the body walks past a mirror it is not ready to look into. Sometimes there is a glance at the title. A Course in Miracles. Too big, too strange, too holy, too much. So it sits. But every pass leaves a tiny mark. Somewhere in the mind, a question starts to vibrate like a low note that never quite stops. What if this is the thing that changes everything? One night, the usual distractions are not enough. The show does not land. The scroll does not satisfy. The same old thoughts feel heavier than usual. Something reaches out almost absent-mindedly, like grabbing a glass of water in the dark. The book is opened. First reaction: oh my God! I have no idea what this is saying. Sentences wrap around themselves. Words like atonement, perception, forgiveness show up in ways that do not match the old dictionary. Pages get flipped. The mind alternates between fascination and what is this? Second reaction comes a little later. A line lands. A paragraph cuts through like a bell. Suddenly there is another "oh my God," but this time it means this is what has always been known but never said out loud. Something ancient inside nods. Then, on some other day, after some life event, after some heartbreak, after some moment when the usual coping strategy fails, there is a third "oh my God." This "oh my God" is softer. It sounds like, if this is true, then everything else I believed about myself is not. That is where simple but not easy starts to show teeth. The course itself is simple. Let go of grievances. See everything as love or a call for love. Forgiveness is the form in which love can be remembered here. Everyone is included. No one is exempt. Not the ex. Not the parent. Not the politician. Not the version of the self in the mirror that has been attacked for years. Conceptually, this can be grasped over a cup of coffee. That is simple. It is easily understood. No advanced degree required. But now watch what happens the first time a real grievance comes up. The text said forgiveness, but the memory says unforgivable. The workbook says, I could see peace instead of this, but the story says no, this is the exception. In that conflict, the course stops being a spiritual decoration and starts being a demolition crew. This is why easy does not apply. Easy would mean this shift unfolds without great effort, without resistance, without the ego throwing a tantrum. Instead, there is a slow realization. The one who picked up the book is the one the book is undoing. The self that wants to sprinkle miracles on top of an unchanged identity starts to feel cornered. The course whispers, bring every cherished concept to the table. The ego hears, nothing I made will be left standing. That is not experienced as easy. Picture that new student on lesson 1. Nothing I see in this room means anything. On the surface, simple. Apply to the lamp, the chair, the wall, the body. But somewhere in the background there is a whole internal museum of meaning screaming in protest. This ring means something. This diploma means something, and this body means something. This wound means something. Do not touch that. The practice is simple. The defense against the practice is ferocious. The text says the world is an attack on God. The mind hears that and immediately wants to argue, soften, reinterpret, negotiate. Surely not everything. Surely not my favorite parts. Surely not my spiritual persona. Surely not my good works. But if the world, the ego, the self-concept are all forms of darkness, what happens when light walks in? Darkness does not file an objection. It vanishes. The problem is that the mind has fallen in love with its shadows. It calls them me. So when the Course brings in the light, there is terror. It feels like annihilation, even though what is actually threatened is only a disguise. This is where motivation becomes everything. A mind that is still in love with its suffering will read a sentence on forgiveness and turn it into decor on a wall. A mind that is sick of its own confusion will read the same sentence and treat it like a rope thrown into a storm. The words have not changed. The thirst has. At some point quietly, the student realizes that the real curriculum is not about mastering metaphysical concepts. It is about the willingness to see the blood of guilt on the imagined hands and stop pretending it belongs to anyone else. Every resentment is a courtroom. Every grievance is a private verdict. The Course keeps walking into that courtroom and turning on the light. Look, this is not justice. This is self-attack dressed as righteousness. That vision is not easy to accept. It is much easier to keep scrubbing the hands like some inner Lady Macbeth of spirituality. Try to wash it away with doing good. Try to scream it away with blame. Try to sex it away, drink it away, meditate it away, hustle it away. The Course simply stands there, like that book on the counter, and waits. It does not join the drama. It offers clarity instead. And there is truly nothing like clarity. Clarity is not just feeling better. Clarity is the recognition that the one who was suffering was a misidentification all along. Clarity is Dorothy standing in the field realizing that everything chased out there was only a dream of leaving home. No place like home is not about geography. It is about sanity. In Course terms, home is the state in which no grievance is preferred over peace. No special story is worth more than the quiet recognition of shared innocence. To move toward that is simple. Lay down grievances. Question every special exception. Let forgiveness reinterpret every scene. But the habits that protect the old identity scream as they are loosened. That is the not easy part. Some students read for years, keeping the ego intact, turning the Course into another ornament on the shelf of spiritual achievement. The language is fluent. The life remains unchanged. Others can barely understand a paragraph, but there is a raw, aching honesty in the heart that says, I do not want to suffer anymore. I want clarity more than I want to be right. That is when the book on the counter stops being a book and turns into a mirror. Not a mirror for the face, a mirror for the chooser in the mind. The chooser that can keep believing in the little self or allow that self to be undone. So yes, the Course is simple. Its message could fit on a scrap of paper. Let go of grievances. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. What is not simple is the ego's resistance to losing its job. What is not simple is the fear of disappearing into the very love that has been silently calling from the nightstand for months. The miracle does not complicate. It simplifies. It says in every situation, this is love or a call for love. Answer with love. The whole library of complex defenses rises up to argue. And yet the book just sits there, waiting for the moment when the mind is finally more interested in waking up than in decorating the dream.